Yo, what is going on everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 710 Reviews UK. I hope everyone is doing fucking well. Today people, we are reviewing this. This is a drop from my boys over at Premium Packs, and this is their Black Magic Cross ADL. So you can have a little bit of look at the actual sort of like packaging and whatnot here. It's pretty cool, just the Premium Packs logo with white ash only, and then the actual sort of sticker for what we've got. So these are 5-gram packs. I don't know anyone else that just does like a 5-gram pack. It threw me off so much the first time that I ever saw premium packs, but I quite like it. It's an odd weight category to be in though. This is sort of like more like how the Dutch and that lot do it. They tend to do sort of like 5 grams and stuff because of your limit of how much you can buy. But yeah, let's jump into the smell. There's no strain name for this one or anything. It is literally just the genetic cross Black Magic ADL. Black Magic, if you know or heard of Black Magic, you'll have really seen Wizardtree's really pushing this one out at the moment. I'm pretty sure Wizardtree's have also done an ADL cross. I think it's like ADL cross like Sangria or something like that. I've not had it personally, so let me know if it is true. But yeah, we'll just jump straight into the smell. It's not like smack you in the face strong. Sweet grapey note to it. Citrusy, almost like diesel note as well. It's really nice, but it's quite subtle. Like I've seen a few people say that this is reminding them of sort of like more citrusy strains, more sort of like lemon based ones and stuff. But I'm not getting too much citrus on it myself. I get a lot more sweetness and sort of like creaminess from it with like a nice sort of like diesely undertone. Really pleasant. But obviously, like always, there'll be kind of no like flower to show and stuff. If you want to see the flower and you want to see any of the videos that show off those, click the pop out banner like here, or like any of the links in the description or in the comments and stuff, and it'll take you to a YouTube show where you can see all of the flower. I like my reviews to not get age restricted and stuff, so let's roll her up into a doobie and see what she's saying. So we are back. As you can see, the incense is now lit, the room's getting smelling nice and all that. I want to say this before I start off by talking about how it tastes and everything. This rolls up like a fucking dream, people. When I say to people that your weed should grind up fluffy, this grinds up super fluffy and it falls on itself almost like kinetic sand. So like immediately I'm already super impressed. I haven't even had a toke yet either, and I've got an oil ring, and I don't mean like a slight one that's formed. Like this literally looks like I've put hash in it. But how is she tasting, people? Okay, so I've had a few pulls of this now. Probably had about 3 or 4 nice little tokes. Honestly, ash wise, this is a 10 out of 10. It does not get really any cleaner than this, to be honest. Like there's not a speckle on it. It's burning super consistent, super even. The oil ring is mega. Like I say, this is literally like I've put some hash in it. It's absolutely insane. Taste wise, so it's kind of similar to what I was saying in the smell. If I'm honest, it kind of reminds me of like a gelato 33. Like if you'd have told me there was 33 in this, I really wouldn't have been shocked. It does have a similar vibe to that, but it's not as, it's kind of like the smell in the sense of that it's not like super impacting on the terps. What are there are very pleasant, but it's quite a mellow terpene so far. You get a little bit more citrusiness than you do in the smell, which is quite a nice sort of surprise if I'm honest, because there really wasn't any in the smell, to be honest. And you do get some of that fruitiness coming through with a slight amount of like a sort of like gassiness as well. But like I say, it reminds me more of a 33 than I think it does of either of the fucking crosses. And if I'm honest, I think what's giving it that terpene, I think it's the pungentness of it. So there was a slight sort of like funky pungentness in the smell. While not really strong, it was definitely there, and it really follows suit into the actual smoke. But I'll smoke the rest of this doobie and I'll let you know my thoughts. So I've now finished the actual smoke now of the Black Magic Cross ADL, and I need to give you my final thoughts on it. So flower wise, looking at it, it's absolutely stunning. Super purple, real nice density to it, really nice and spongy. It don't feel like a fucking rock in your hand or anything like that. Incredibly nice on the visual side of it, 100%. The smell from the bag, really pleasant. Like I say, it's kind of fruity. It, you know, there's like a slight pungentness to it. It's really nothing amazing on the smell, but it's only because it's just not super like prominent in the actual pack itself. Maybe if it was left in a jar for like a couple of weeks and stuff, that smell would be a little bit more noticeable, but it's quite mellow overall. Leading into like the actual smoke and stuff, like I said at the beginning, it rolls like a fucking dream. 0 problems in grinding it up. It's super fluffy. It is immaculate on the ash, like there's not a blemish on it. Super nice oil ring. The terpenes, like I say, it reminds me more of a Gelato 33 than either of the actual crosses that are on the pack. But from like what I've done some research while I've been smoking, that seems to be kind of like a common thought with when it comes to ADL, and it is comparable to a 33. Incredibly nice. Like I say, it's similar to the smell in the sense of that it's not like you're not smoking it being like hit in the face constantly with terps. It's just a consistent mellow flavor that comes from it. It's incredibly enjoyable. I do wish the terpenes came out just a touch more and stuff, because especially with that like 33 note coming through, or the citrusy note and whatnot, like that'd be really nice if it was just kind of like, pow, there's that terp. Still very, very enjoyable. Really no complaints on this one, and I am fucking hyped now to smoke the other one that we've got. So big up to Premium Packs for sending this one through, and we'll be back next time for another episode of 710 Reviews UK.